What's good, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. The playlist on top where my videos in their own folders makes the video you're looking for a lot easier. Whether it's just reactions, the G series, all that, they're in their own folders. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Man in Society, M.O.D, where we talk about stuff outside of the streets. Now, what I wanted to talk about, like the title says, negativity and positivity, right? You hear a lot about that on here on YouTube. You hear a lot of people talking about it. You hear a lot of people bickering about it, right? A lot of people out there are, get upset. It's a constant thing that I have discussions with my subscribers, or certain people that have barely started their channel that talk about a positive note, or their channel's about positivity, but they hardly get any views, right? Truth of the matter is because right here on the internet, most people don't come on here to hear positivity. They come here just to be entertained. They don't want the positive thing. They come here to escape the real world. That's why they like coming on here and just watching a bunch of videos that are normally not related to what they're used to or their life, right? So that's why positivity doesn't get that much views. That's with anything in life. Documentaries don't get as many views as a Hollywood blockbuster film. Church obviously doesn't. The church ceremony views channels don't get as many views as like the Real Housewives and shit like that. Because people don't look, for positivity in like when it comes to entertainment, because they're just not entertained by it. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for positivity to kick off. Now, one thing that I find that a lot of YouTubers try to do, and I guess why they get backlash or people talk smack and stuff like that, is that they try to come on here and try to say that they're about positivity or about a positive note, but people can see that their channel, that they're just clearly just throwing stuff out there because they're looking for the views and stuff like that, right? So it's like they catch on to it, right? Even though you're telling them that that's not what you're in it for, whatever, they're not stupid. You get what I mean? They can see it. A lot of people could read behaviors really, really good, bro. But people think that they're, just because you say something, people are going to buy into it. Actions will forever speak louder than words. You can say it as loud as you want, but if your actions are saying differently, bro, people ain't hearing you. You get what I'm saying? See, what people have to understand, if you're just a whatever channel, like let's say you cover prison talk, or let's say you cover gangs, or let's say you cover whatever, then say that that's what you do, bro. Like that's what your channel's about, and that's what your people are gonna watch. That this is what my channel's about, and there. Don't lie. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't try to make it seem like it's something that it's not. Like just tell it for what you're straight up are in, like what your channel's about, and people will fuck with you. They just don't fuck with the lies, though. They don't like when people tell them one thing and it's the opposite. Trust me, if you tell them that and it's covering something negative, people are still gonna view, bro. Like you're not gonna steer them away. You'll steer them more away if you're trying to lie to them. If you're trying to play them stupid. People just gotta be straightforward to, who they are and what they do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I guarantee you, if you come straightforward, people will fuck with you from the gates. It's the lies that people don't fuck with. Like. If your channel's about this and that, or maybe inventing stuff, or inventing topics or stories, or like how a lot of people do, you know what I mean? Like people that write books, it's all fictional tales, you know what I mean? But they say that that's what it is. It's a fictional tale. That's why people still fuck with the book, even though it's a fictional. They were never told that it was based off of reality or whatever, so they fuck with it. But if you say it's a real story, and then they find that it's a fake story, they're not gonna buy your book no more, because you straight up lied to them from the beginning. If you would have told them it's based off of a fictional tale, they will fuck with you. They don't fuck with the lies, I'm telling you. So overall, people just don't like to be lied to when it comes to that, So it's not more about positivity and negativity, because people aren't here to watch positivity. Because it's even those people that complain and whine on the comments about positivity, you are not in it in YouTube for the positivity. If that's the case, then why are you on my channel? And why are you commenting right here? Clearly, you're not on a positive channel right now watching positivity. You're here in the negativity because that's what you were looking for. That's what you were drawn to. That's why you're there commenting. Because people never make sense in their arguments or their insults that they want to give. Like when they say, "Well, who's this person? Who is he? Why should people care about his opinion?" or stuff like that. Well, who are you to be critiquing, and why should people care about your criticism? Like a critic, right? Like those critics that critique movies. That's their profession, right? They critique movies. That's their profession. So what makes you think that gives you the credentials to be critiquing? You know what I mean? Just like these people, like you say that they're nobodies. Well, neither are you, bro. So yeah, you want to feel like your critique is valid and has more weight on it, or is more legit than them. Is ridiculous. One thing I have always said: everybody has a voice, everybody has a story, and people will listen. It's kind of like, how can I say? It's kind of like when you guys go to a party, right? You're invited to a party, and somebody at the party is right there telling a story that happened about in their life, or an incident that occurred. And people stay quiet right there, and they're drinking their beer or their soda or whatever, and they're hearing this person tell the story, but they're all right there quiet, just listening. And they oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? They start engaging in the conversation or in the story that the person's telling. And we have all experienced it. When somebody's talking, we listen. Same right here on the internet, bro. People are gonna talk, people are gonna listen, and people are gonna engage in conversations. As social creatures, that's what we like to do. You know what I mean? And it's healthy for somebody, to be, communicating with individuals and interacting. It is healthy for one, as long as you're not like bickering or arguing. You know what I mean? But just like having discussions. It's good for the heart and soul. Because being alone or having no one to talk to, whatever, that's the worst feeling, it's bad for our mental. You know what I mean? It truly is. That's why like the shoe programs and all of that. That was not a way to rehabilitate somebody. That's actually the worst way. You're only gonna make the person worse like that by isolating them. It has shown over and over and over again, thousands and thousands, of brilliant minds out there who have studied these problems and events, and so much research out there to prove that this is unhealthy for an individual and is not going to make the individual better. But people's, people's temper, egos, and emotions blind them from seeing it. You know what I mean? Because they just want to satisfy their, their point of view, right? How they see it. They view this person bad, and what he did is bad, so he should be punished by this, and that, because it will satisfy them. But it's not gonna fix the problem, bro. You not understand? I get it. It's bringing you some satisfaction, but overall, it's making stuff worse, and it's not fixing anything. So, to what point are you willing to cause so much damage until you realize that? You know what I mean? Like you're willing to just satisfy yourself, but cause a domino effect, and just to satisfy your own selfish views. You know what I mean? And it's sad that a lot of people think like that, because a lot of people, even the so-called good or whatever, are really just chasing the payback, the revenge, the that's what they get, the karma. You know what I mean? Because it will bring them some joy, but it's not fixing anything. But see, they don't care. They think just like these individuals. They just need to get pushed to that point, though. They haven't been pushed to that point. But I guarantee you, they always say people don't have the right to take nobody's life. People shouldn't be fighting over dumb shit. And this, and that. People are always protesting peace and all this and that. But when somebody now does something bad, it's automatically kill him. He should get the death penalty. Fuck him. I hope he dies. I hope he starves. Like, all these wicked and evil thoughts, and talk about bad, something bad, happening to another individual, but just to bring you some type of satisfaction. But you see, you don't think no different from these individuals. You just had to get pushed to that point. because that's how these individuals think about their enemies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Fuck them, homie. There'll never be peace between us, homie. We're going to guerra until they all get smoked. Yeah, that's exactly how they think too. Now you know why they think the way they think, and what fuels that. Don't act like you're a stranger to these feelings and behaviors and lifestyle. You just haven't been pushed to that point yet. So if you really say you are different than these individuals, well then show it. Because there's a very thin line between negativity and positivity. But that's just my overall opinion, on the matters. Shadow, we out.